guy. So what would happen is we'd roll these houses, big crew. I had demo crews, I had everything. I ran the whole show for him because Ralph by trade is a union mason. He knew nothing about construction. It was all on my brain. But, he was like a big brother to me. So I ran the whole show. I didn't have no problem with it. I was compensated. And, we'd roll them houses. We did 110 in 2 years. So I was doing a job in Wayne, New Jersey for the middle school. And they had big, long hallways. And they wanted to replace all the drop ceilings. So they had the union in there, was going down one hallway with 5 guys. And at the end of the week, they had a whole hallway done. I went in with one guy and was done in a day and a half. Same thing they did. So this company had the contract for the Comfort Inn in Jack's Beach. Well, in 2004, all the hurricanes hit down there. So the NFL had rented it out. And they wanted us. They're telling me in October, I got to go down there, gut the whole Comfort Inn in Jack's Beach, and have it right back to the FFP hanging the pictures on the wall before the Super Bowl. Okay, I brought 60 guys down from Jersey. We had that place gutted out. I had 3 crews going it all through the night, 3 crews through the day. Had to gut it out in 8 days. The dumpsters couldn't come in fast enough. And we finished 2 weeks ahead of schedule. So needless to say, what you're doing is the same thing I did. I did hurricane restoration, which is basically taking out what's there and putting new stuff back. I did it for years. I know how the insurance companies work. I know how the software they use. So like as far as, trying to, my stick was, and I landed a lot of, and I didn't do a lot of residential because once I finished that motel, I did the Hilton in Cocoa Beach. I did the Contemporary in Orlando, the DHL building in Miami. I did motels out on Sanibel Island. I did all the state buildings in Vero Beach. And we did a lot of, and I was up, and then I was like, we didn't do a couple condos in a complex. We did all the condos. I had 165 guys. Guess who the only supervisor was? So I was running to Sanibel Island, West Palm Beach, back down to Miami, all over the place. Never, ever did we not bring a job in a time. You can look my name up, CGC 151456-3. You can see my license is in good standing, never a complaint. Even though I had 165 guys and multi-million-dollar contracts, and we did a lot of residential. And it was kind of the goodness of my heart because FEMA had come up and they just were handing out money left and right, and contractors were coming in from all different states, going right down the block, taking deposits and going back home. So now these people got like a third left of what was given to them by FEMA, and their house had nothing done. So as good faith and just being a good Christian, some people I did help out in that situation. I couldn't help everybody, but I would, we made enough money that we could help some people out and just make enough for payroll for the guys. Okay. So as far as, hurricane restoration, same as renovation work. I mean, take the cabinets out, put new cabinets up, floors got to go, scheduling, all that stuff. Like I said, I had 165 guys. I cruised all over the place and never was like the work shabby to where it was things had to be redone and go past our allotted time to finish, the completion date. There might have been some things that weren't to my expectations, and I made them do it again because my name's on this and my reputation is everything. So I don't put up with shabby work. I don't like doing things twice. I know very well how to communicate with people, and being that I've been in the trenches for over 40 years, I do know how to do a lot of stuff, and I've come across a lot of problems that I solve myself because I faced it multiple times and know the best way to fix things.
Understood.
So with that being said, I have a big portfolio if we ever meet. I got my certification for building inspector, subcode official. I was a union carpenter. I was a state carpenter. I have a CGC in Florida, and I have over 60 certification, wind mitigation, and everything that comes along with being a CGC in Florida. Every 2 years, you got to take 14 hours of classes, and you get recertified in all kinds of OSHA and everything else. So I have all them certifications. And I think my resume basically and my portfolio, like I did mention on there, too many certifications to mention. It would be about 2 pages long if I added onto my resume all the certifications I have.
Understood. So let me jump in, John. I appreciate you sharing that background. I'm up here in Chicago. We got properties up here as well. So I've been in the game 19 years, and I was a GC. I'm still a GC license here in Chicago the last 20.
Hold up there. So, I've been there.
So with that said, I've been in the Florida market since 09, mainly Central, Orlando to Tampa, that area. We've done flips in Vero. I've got a project in Vero now. We got them all over. Bottom line is we're looking for a solid project manager. You've got the skill set. So let me ask you a few questions. We'll get to the point. At the end of the day, you said you had 165 guys that were underneath you at one point?
Under our umbrella, yeah, under Intercoastal Renovators, yes.
What's the comfort level wise? If we had 16 rehabs going at once in a month, are you confident that you could run those, or would you need help?
Why would I need help? Now, listen, like I just said, I had projects going on at one time in Lauderdale on Oakland Boulevard, the DHL building in Miami, motels in Sanibel Island, the Hilton at Cocoa Beach, and the Contemporary in Orlando, all at the same time going on. I get in my vehicle and I go.
Sounds good. How do you feel about different variety of locations? Because some of these properties that we pick up are all over. They're not really close in proximity to each other, which is challenging, but they're all over. You're good with being a road warrior still?
Yeah, I understand. As long as, there's in the budget that I may have to spend a couple of days, you put, a per diem and a motel room on that.
Right.
Of course. If if some projects may be falling behind, I don't want them to fall behind. If I got to spend 2 or 3 days there to get them up to speed, that's what we do. We work as a team. Yep. You know what I mean? I don't bite the hand that feeds me. And you know what? It's like, let me prove myself, and then you're going to see my worth.
Understood.
And I can grow with you. If it sounds like a job that what I just was actually doing all those years, so I'm very familiar with it.
No, it's good. I mean, the reality of what we do, it's for really high end and high level project managers that come from residential or commercial spaces. Sometimes it's challenging for them to come down to the rehab space because you're dealing with C and B level subs. And the margins that we're dealing with and the budgets we're dealing with are not A-level budgets because we can't buy at retail and take it to retail, right? We've got to buy below market, then take it to retail. So budget constraints are very real and challenging. And oftentimes, residential guys like you and commercial guys like you that come from having a better budget that makes sense could be challenging because it limits your pool of who you could pull from. And that's why we put together KPIs to help you, like sub-inventory, quality control, and change orders and all these things that we need to track. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be, I'm not going to BS you. It's going to be challenging, and it's just a niche within construction, right? It's really a weird niche, to be honest with you. Rehabbing is a very weird niche in construction. So I wanted to make sure that was very vocal and transparent.
No, that's great. You know what? You've been in it long enough to know it can get mundane once you know so much stuff. A challenge is something you look forward to.
Absolutely.
You get to use your knowledge. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You get to actually work your brain instead of the same mundane thing every day. Okay, cool. We got a problem here. I don't look like oh, fuck. What the fuck did you got? Okay, we got a problem. Now I get to use my skill set and let's get it done. Here's what you guys are going to do.
I like it. Okay? I like it. So, at the end of the day, all I want to do on the preliminary was come in, meet you, see you, feel you, listen to how you speak, the whole nine. You and I are cut from the same cloth, obviously, so it makes sense. I'm good with
I've been to Chicago. I used to put steel pallet racks up. I was in Chicago in February for 3 months. I think it was 86. The Miami and Redskins were in the Super Bowl that year. Man, it was freezing up in that piece.
Yeah, it is. It's actually been pretty nice lately, but yeah, our winters are brutal. Where are you actually from?
It's you sound like you came from the same spot I did, man.
Where are you from?
Been out there swinging and hanging and banging for a long time.
Yeah, that's how you start. Where are you from?
North New Jersey.
North New Jersey, okay. The only time I've been to Jersey, I think I was in Clinton, New Jersey for some NHRA event when I was like 20. Never going back. I'll never go back.
You don't like Jersey?
No. You can keep
it. You got to go in the summer. Got to go to summer, and you got to hit the shore.
I could do Jersey Shore right here in Chicago and be just fine with my shades and hair.
All right, hey man,
that's good. No, it's good.
I had enough because I'm packing this week to bring all the rest of my stuff down to Jersey.
Well, I'll be back down. I'm going to be back down there. When am I coming down again? The 27th. So I want to meet you, obviously, in person, of course, and we're in complete acquisition mode. We're buying a lot of houses. It's nonstop. So what we need to do is formulate a better team. So we're going to try to find another construction coordinator, which would be another project coordinator, to help on the administrative side get things set up to make your life easier. You two would be working together cohesively.
Okay. I think I got somebody for you.
Make the intro. Send the information over to Noah.
Yeah, I have a lady up here that's looking to go down to Florida, and she's been in construction as far as the administrative part, pulling permits and budgeting and work change orders and all that shit for years. She knows her stuff, and that's just something I can offer you, somebody that I trust on my staff, if that's what you're looking for. Really good, and she's looking to make a move down there.
All right. So send that information over to Noah, and Noah can do his diligence and what Noah does. Well, other than that, man, we just wanted to do a preliminary. We're moving fast, by the way, and just so you know, we've got 2 other interviews to do, and that's it. We're not looking to keep going with this thing. We got to make a move here fast.
I'm bored as hell, man. Let's get something going. I'm bored. I'm bored. I drove all over Florida since I've been there. Now I'm bored.
I got you. So the next step would be a face-to-face interview, and then we'd obviously talk about compensation, what the expectations are, how our business operates, blah, 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 blah.
Cool. Good stuff, my man.
Any questions for myself or any questions for Noah? Noah, you have any questions?
No.
No, I'm good. I'm good with, basically my questions were answered as far as what you do and what you're expecting of me. And it's like, it's a perfect fit. Because it's my forte.
Sounds good.
It was more challenging